Hi everyone, my name's Kelly and I'm the founder of Women Friendly Services, and I'm here today to talk to you about what makes a great networking event. Now, this is a question that we often get asked by the business owners that we run into, and as you can see that the 2016 business networking season is truly underway. So I want to help you decide what makes a good networking event so that you can find great quality networking events in your area. Now, as you may or may not know, Women Friendly Services has been conducting networking events for about the last 12 to 18 months, or 18 months to 2 years now. And they have become very, very popular. And the reason why I believe that they have become so popular is because we network very, very differently than all the other networking events around. And I think that is what sets us apart. So I want you to be able to take those things that we put into our networking events and take them and find networking events around you that have the same characteristics. So what are they? What makes a great business networking event? Let's have a look. I've got props today. All right, let's have a look. I've made up a little board with the rules, or what I think the rules are. So what makes a truly great networking event? Number one is the ground rules. An event will have ground rules. Number two, it's the type of people that go to the event. Number three is who's who in the zoo, so who attends the event. Number four, it's all about the networking. And number five, it needs to be welcoming. Finally, number six, there has to be some follow-up. So let's have a little bit of chat. Just put them there. Okay, so number one is ground rules. Every good event will have ground rules set, and it's often up to the facilitator to set those, because if an event doesn't have ground rules, people don't know where they stand, and you will find that you will get an event with people trying to do the hard sell all the time, or really trying to collect all the business cards and go home and email spam you forever. So it's really great to go to a networking event that has firm rules around the way that the business owners can interact with each other. So for Women Friendly Services, some of those that we have set are: listen more than you talk. We like business owners to come and listen and put their listening ears on. A lot of business owners that want to come to networking events are very good talkers, including myself, and it makes it hard to network when you want to talk all the time. So the ground rule surrounding that is listen more than you talk. Go to events where you know that people are going to listen to what you have to say, and you need to listen to what they have to say, because that is how you will build a great relationship. The other rule that we have is no email spamming. So if people want to come to our networking events, they need to know that they absolutely, under no circumstances, can they email spam people in after the event. Now that is so important, because email spamming people or automatically signing people up to their to your newsletter list is the number one relationship killer after you've been to a networking event. So that's another rule that we have. We also say respect the intellectual property in the room. So if you're getting to know someone in that room, you need to feel comfortable that you can talk to them openly and freely about your business without the knowledge, in comfort that your intellectual property is not going to get spread around town. We also say that there's no hard selling in the room or even after the event. So the business owners that go to our events know that under no circumstances can they hard sell. In fact, it's really beneficial to not really mention the products and services that you do sell at a networking event, because let's remember, the purpose of attending a networking event is really to build relationships with people there so that you can meet them afterwards. Okay, that's number one. A good event will have ground rules so everyone is acting and behaving on the same page. Number two is the type of people that go to that event. You want to make sure that really great business owners go to that event, like-minded business owners that want to conduct their business and network like you do. And that is really key, because again, no point walking into a business networking event where there's a whole bunch of hunters in the room and they just want to sell you their stuff. Okay, you want people that know the true value of networking and that know that networking is about building relationships. Number three, who's who in the room. Now, there is nothing worse than going to a business networking event and not knowing everybody that's in the room. Now, some of them, of course, it's a little bit hard to get to know because there may be hundreds of people in that room. But the really good quality business networking events tend to be the smaller ones. The smaller ones where they allow everyone to introduce themselves to everyone that's in the room. Because there's no point going to a networking event if your absolute ideal referral is standing right in that room with you, but you don't even know that they're there. That's frustrating. So a really great business networking event will allow you to introduce yourself to those people in the room so that you can prioritize who you want to catch up with at that event. Number 4, it's all about the networking. And this is something that I'm very passionate about. I've been to over 300 networking events in the last 5 years. And most of the ones that I've been to have been a big waste of time. They call themselves networking events, but actually the event is more about the speaker, and that you only get a few minutes before the speaker and a few minutes after the speaker to actually network with anybody. So what makes a truly great business networking event is the networking takes center stage. If you're a business owner that is short of time and you don't want to waste it, then make sure that you are going to actual networking events where it's not all about the speaker, it's about the networking. That's the fastest way to build the network that you want. What makes another great, the next factor, number 5, is it needs to be welcoming. So it needs to welcome you as a beginner or as an introvert or as an extrovert or as anyone else. It needs to be welcoming into that networking environment. No one can network in an environment that is tense and stuffy. So you need to have a nice, welcoming environment so that you can feel comfortable, relax, open up and trust yourself with the people that are there in the room. At our networking events, we like to have facilitators there. So if we see anyone standing on the edges that looks like they're not quite fitting in or they're a bit embarrassed or a bit shy, we like to take them by the hand, not literally, but take them by the hand and introduce them to someone that I know that they can talk to at the event, that they will get value from their business. We enter the room in those networking events as strangers and you leave as friends, and it's absolutely fantastic. That's what you need out of a networking event. Number 6 is facilitated follow-up. 80% of business owners don't follow up after networking events, even if the people at the events expressly say they want to follow up with them. That's just crazy. You are wasting your time and your money if you don't follow up after a networking event. Now, I've decided that is such a big factor in the success of people networking that I run a facilitated event. So I like the follow-up to be structured. I like to encourage people to make appointments there and then to follow up with people after the networking event. Because if you don't know how to follow up or you don't know when to follow up, then that's really difficult for you to get value out of that networking event. So those are the 6 things that I find if you are looking for a great networking event near you, check out these 6 things. Let me get my props. You need to check out and make sure they have ground rules. You want to make sure the type of people there are the type of people you want to hang out with. You want to make sure that you know who's who in the zoo. Your ideal referral could be waiting right there in that room for you. You want to go to an event that is all about the networking. The networking takes center stage. If you are short of time, you want an event that is all about the networking. Number 5, it needs to be welcoming. You don't want to go to a stuffy event when no one talks to you. It needs to be welcoming. And if you are feeling a little bit left out, there needs to be people there that take you by the hand and show you and introduce you around. Number 6 is the follow-up. A good networking event will have facilitated follow-up where they actively encourage business owners that attend the event to follow up. Now, they are my 6 tips of how to choose a fantastic networking event that is worth your time and that is worth your money. Hopefully, if you can't find a Women Friendly Services event near you, you will find another great event that meets that criteria. And hopefully this will get you started on your way to networking. My name's Kelly and I'm from Women Friendly Services, and I can't wait to chat to you soon. Bye.